New thought. Did you know that in each and every thought there's a chemical reaction to your thoughts? Your thoughts create who you are. They create your habits, your personality, and state of mind. Your subconscious is driving your car in life. Most of us have put the car in remote control. We aren't aware of the power that is keeping us alive. We don't realize that we have a genie within. Each and every thought we have reinforces our views on life. We are a collection of all the thoughts since we were born. We contain the blueprints of all thoughts. Our thoughts are where we stand today. It's kind of amazing. The most of mankind has forgotten the power of thoughts. We never ponder over what we think we become. We haven't put these two and two together. Personally, I think without meditation, mankind can't truly see the forest from the trees. We are so much focused externally that we don't even know about the internal world within. I really don't have to say what happens when the world at large does this. We have been fighting for thousands of years. Many people think that man's nature. Well, it is. If we as a world only focuses externally, need I say more? Did you know that meditation over time will help slow down the mind? Many people have a hard time falling asleep. It's a major problem all over the world. When the faucet of adrenaline can't be turned off and you're in a high beta state of mind, it's difficult to fall asleep. The chemical melatonin can't be released. This chemical is responsible for telling the body to fall asleep. Many people take drugs to put them to sleep. And unfortunately, the drugs will put them to sleep, yet they are extremely harmful and over time causes tremendous damage to the body. Yet, the drug industry is interested in making a profit. Meditation brings one to the awareness of the quantum field. When one meditates, one begins to tune into a field of kindness, love, and compassion. When one becomes kind, this person will have, over time, kind thoughts. Life is like a tuning fork. Whatever you think, you vibrate at that frequency. If your thoughts are anger, I can guarantee you will be in a state of anger. You will enforce your anger into your subconscious. Over time, this becomes your habit, and this becomes your personality. Many years ago, I heard the Dalai Lama would go over his entire day when he was going to sleep. He would pay attention and think how he could improve his thoughts and actions. He would ponder over and consciously progress to be a better human being. At that time, I truly didn't understand it and see why it was so important. Years later, I see it as a foundation for humans to transform. If we as a society becomes kind in all areas of life, the world at large would change for the better. So yes, meditation is the key to help transform our thoughts. When one begins to be aware and conscious of the quantum field, the mind slowly begins to transform. This is the ultimate brainwashing. You are learning how to clean the clothes of your mind. This is how true healing takes place. Because we are unconscious, we live our life that is not in harmony. Consequently, our world at large is in chaos. I remember I work for a short time for a company that has a software program for heart surgeons. This program would guide them in certain heart procedures. I remember asking the owner of the company why the healthcare industry didn't promote preventative medicine. His answer was the American public does not want this. They expect doctors to heal them and not to take responsibility for their own health issues. This is how far off we are. A society that doesn't understand and know the quantum field is an immature society. Look at our political system. We want to build a huge wall. The quantum field builds bridges. The quantum field does not judge. The quantum field is never angry. The quantum field does not know about war. Because we are totally out of touch with our true nature. This is where we stand today. New thoughts will arise when humanity becomes to embrace the quantum field. All the wisdom to solve any problem lies in that field of intelligence. You can only think based upon your emotional maturity. The universe will only show and help based upon your awareness in life. The more humanity taps into their true essence, the more our world will transform. In the future, we will see that presently humanity is at a kindergarten state of awareness. We think we are at a high level. We have all these cell phones and think we are so advanced, but we use them for texting while we are driving our cars. We think we are so advanced. Our society thinks the indigenous people aren't civilized, yet they have been in harmony with Mother Earth for thousands of years. We are sung the branch we are sitting on, and are so smug in thinking we are superior. Our egos have led us astray. Ponder this over. You are a piece of the puzzle. New concepts. I'm sorry to say, but many people are locked into their box. Many people can only think inside of their box. Take a look at American politics today. They are in shambles. One side can't talk to the other side. Both sides say the other side is to blame. We are locked by our subconscious mind, and we do the same thing over and over again. Our concepts of who we truly are is limited. As a matter of fact, they are archaic. We are so focused externally that we have forgotten our true nature. It's like we can't see the forest from the trees. We must be open to new concepts and ideas in order for society to progress to the next level in the video game of life. Many people get stuck at a certain level in the video game and call that life. They have no idea that you can be aware and conscious of the quantum field. The sun is about ready to come up for humanity. It's been a roller coaster of a ride for thousands of years. War has been going on, it seems like an eternity. Yet, millions of people are waking up from their slumber. A new dawn is occurring for mankind. Man is slowly evolving into a kind man. When humanity understands that we are the universe, incredible transformations will occur on this planet. You see, with greater transformations come new concepts and ideas are being developed and implemented on this planet. Take, for example, kindness. Many people think that kindness is weak, yet the entire foundation of the universe is kind. Slowly, over time, kindness will manifest in all areas of life. Take a look at politics today. The way politicians campaign today is to slander their opponent. We have politicians today who mock anyone who has a different point of view. Both sides of the party only vote on the issues that support their party. When true kindness comes into the picture, people no longer will support anyone who is not kind to their opponent. They may have different points of view, yet kindness allows a person to see through the other person's eyes. Kindness leads to love and compassion. Kindness allows a person to think outside of the box. Kindness can solve any problem on earth. Every problem has a solution. If you are stuck in your belief system, you will not be open to a practical solution, even if it's staring you in the face. For example, the quantum field is all around. You are the universe. You just don't know it. Humanity must learn how to think outside of the box. We must learn how to be tolerant for all. Light is winning the battle against darkness. Darkness is the absence of light. Currently, we are seeing chaos all around the world. Darkness has nowhere to hide. New concepts and ideas are being presented all around the world. Billions of people are looking at life's problems and thinking how to solve the problem on Earth. Each one of us holds an individual piece of the puzzle. What good would a puzzle be if the entire puzzle was put together, yet your piece was missing? Ponder this over. Learn to think outside of the box. Go beyond your comfort zone in life. New wiring. Mankind is on an incredible journey. We are going from darkness to light. We are on the journey to discover our true nature. As I said, we are hardwired to find God. We have everything set in place. The car is there, sitting in our garage. God is sitting patiently in the passenger seat. All it takes for you to use your remote control and open the garage door within. You see, it's only by your will alone can you open the garage door. Nobody will open the door for you, including the one in your passenger seat. You see, the law for human being is free will. You must make the practical decision to use your will to open the door within. Well, what does this have to do with new wiring? Our subconsciousness is totally running the show. In fact, almost every action we take is automatic. We go to bed, our alarm clock goes off. We use the same hand, shut it off, and go back to bed for 5 minutes. The alarm goes off. We shut off the alarm. We stumble out of bed and go into the bathroom. We brush our teeth. We are trying to wake up. Off to the kitchen, we go to brew some coffee. It's time to head off to work, just in time for rush hour traffic. We make a few phone calls along the way. Some of us text when the cars are stopped. We make it to the office and do the same dull routines. I could go on and on. Our daily routines in life are hardwired. We party on the weekends to release stress and wake up in the morning with a hangover. Day by day, year by year, we continue this routine. Our subconsciousness picks this up and reinforces it in our everyday life. Our wiring is complete. This is our being and personality. You are a combination of all the thoughts you've ever had. Mankind is locked inside of his box. So what is this new wiring you're talking about? Imagine you are the universe. You just don't know it. What if I told you that slowly you could rewire your circuits to understand and experience your true nature? What if your true nature is part of the quantum field? It is part of the universe and God. What if I told you you are magnificent? Meditation is a way to directly rewire your circuits within. It is a way to slowly reprogram your subconscious. You are a computer program for your subconsciousness. You have the capability to totally transform and change into a butterfly. I have said this before, the mind is like a tuning fork. Whatever it focuses on, it will vibrate at that level. Meditation allows one to tap into the quantum field, which is infinite love, kindness, compassion, and tolerance. These are just a few traits. The more one meditates, these traits are rewired into our circuits and create a new wiring within. One learns to stop, look, and listen in life. Every moment a person makes a conscious decision to act and to be aware. This leads to a proactive human being instead of a reactive being whose leaves is blowing in the wind. One learns over time to be in the center of the hurricane instead of the 150 miles per hour of the winds of the mind. Our world at large is totally stressed out. Yet a person who meditates slowly learns to be in the center of the hurricane. Yes, this takes time and effort. But with the same time and effort it takes to be angry and pissed off in the world is the same time and effort it takes to be a kinder person. Everything takes time and effort. Mystics have talked about this for thousands of years, to go outside of your box. They have talked about the human body as designed to experience God within. Many people try to use affirmations to program directly to our subconscious. Only when a person learns how to dive deeper into meditation will this work. Imagine from 0 to 7 years old, everything that came before you, the good, bad, and ugly, was directly stored in your subconscious. Your brain waves were in a theta state. From 7 on, the waking state is in beta. Your subconsciousness is totally online. Over 90% of your actions are dictated by your subconsciousness. For so many people on this planet, they are living lives that are totally stressed out. Their brainwaves are in high beta. No matter what affirmations they say, they can't rewire and reprogram their subconsciousness. Only by learning how to meditate and learning how to go into more coherent brainwave states can one learn to reprogram the subconsciousness. These are exciting times. There is a marriage between science and spirituality. Science is giving the direct evidence to help mankind discover his true nature and discover the quantum field within. I don't know about you, but I'm blown away for the possibility for humanity to change. We are on the journey of going from darkness to light. New tools are coming our way. Just you wait and see. The more a human being embraces his true nature, one's imagination becomes larger. The universe starts to give you a different point of view on this journey of life. Ponder this over. Are really living in the matrix and don't realize that we have been asleep. New personality. Your personality is driven by your subconscious. Over time, one cements into a subconscious all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Our daily habits contribute to mostly form our subconscious. In order to change and reprogram ourselves, we must become conscious and aware. We are like the snake shedding a new skin. In order to change, we must develop a new personality. This requires great courage. We're learning how to drop the old and embrace the new. Why do humans resist change? Even if they know it would be beneficial to them, we resist it. We love our comfort zone, even if it's making us miserable. Strange, isn't it? Many people would rather wallow in their misery than overcome their problems and have a better life. What kind of personality can I become? At the simplest level, how about one who's kind in all circumstances? In midst of adversity, one would simply smile. If another person would get angry at you, you would simply smile. It takes two to tango. Kindness will not participate in putting gasoline on the fire. How about learning to see through the other person's eyes? You could see his point of view. You would actually listen to what the other person is saying. Most people don't. Most people are thinking what to say next without actually listening to the other person. How about loving life? You wake up in the morning and are so excited to be alive. What a glorious day it is. You get up and meditate. You get in tune with the quantum field. Your mind, body, and soul gets filled up with love, kindness, and compassion. You are in sync with the universe. Your will is focused on love. Your mind is your friend. You have sweet thoughts throughout the day. You become a kind man. Incredible synchronicities occur daily. You love humanity. Each and every moment you're living in harmony. One loves to be in nature. Gaia, Mother of Earth, is by your side. She knows your name, and you know that. You're living once again in perfect harmony with her. Each person discovers her gifts to help solve the world's problems. With each problem, a solution lies. One begins to acquire incredible wisdom. This is part of your true nature. You are in harmony with the universe. Exciting times are ahead of us. We're becoming a new human. Humans learn over time to directly reprogram ourselves. We discover we are our own personal genie. In the past, our genie would work behind the scenes, and we would be oblivious to it. Mankind slowly learns that through his will, he can learn how to reprogram his life. Someday in the future, this will be taught in schools through the world. Science and religion are merging. Many new fields will open up. The higher our society advances, the more harmony will be discovered. Mankind will discover that war is obsolete. The bickering and fighting will stop when we can directly experience the thread that ties us all together. We are going from me to we. This is how the world changes when we see the unity fall. These are exciting times. The news mostly shows the chaos, yet millions of good deeds are happening all around the world. Yet it takes effort and conviction. But every time you get out of bed, it takes effort. Why not just reprogram yourself and discover your true nature? Imagine a hidden gold mine exists inside, and we search throughout the four corners of the earth to find it. One can spend lifetimes trying to discover it. It's a joke when one realizes that it's been there all the time inside of you. Mystics have been saying that for thousands of years. You're learning to become a mystic. You don't have to give up your life. In fact, you must embrace life. Ponder this over. Exciting times are ahead of us. New human. When one starts to implement new higher emotions, new thoughts, new concepts, new wiring, and new personalities, then one becomes a new human. Christ is a perfect example of that. For thousands of years, man has been fighting and has been involved in wars. It's been quite barbaric. The world still fights wars all around the world. Many people say this is man's nature. In reality, it's not. We are going on a journey from darkness to light. For thousands of years, we have been covered by different shades of darkness and light. Anger and hatred has ruled the land. Man doesn't know how to be civil. So we go to war. War is obsolete. Yet in order for war to become totally obsolete, one must transcend our emotional state of mind. Anger and hatred towards one another must not occur. Mankind is presently becoming a butterfly. We were a worm, and now millions of people all around the world are turning into a butterfly. In a matter of time, we will become butterflies. Yes, this will take time, but a new human is emerging from the ashes. The greatest transformation is slowly occurring on this planet. Science and spirituality are merging together. You see, each individual is a piece of this grand puzzle. A new human is born when we embrace God moment by moment in our daily life. It's just not the words, but a state of being. The new human will learn how to be conscious of the quantum field 24 hours a day. This new mindset will radically change the world. It will affect every single aspect of life. We will see through different eyes. Mankind will become a kind man. We'll begin to see the thread of love that ties us all together. We will become one unified mind. Yes, you will still be an individual, yet your awareness will be in a state of oneness in life. You will see that humanity is an extension of yourself. Presently, we only see me. We are going on a journey from me to we. I know. I hope this excites you. This is not a fairy tale. It may take millions of years. You see, the sun is arising. There's no doubt about that. Mankind is waking up from its slumber. I really believe that mankind can change for the better. In each and every day, people are waking up. In the past, the mystic path was out of reach for the common person. Presently, people are seeing easy and practical ways to morph and change into a brand new way of seeing life. All the mumbo-jumbo is taken out. This does not change the experience of the quantum field. Nothing is taken away, yet people now can practice simple techniques to directly connect to God. I feel all the help in the universe is here. By our will alone, we can ask for help in our daily life. We are not alone. Yet in order to experience this, we must open the door within. Humanity must learn how to rewire ourselves. Humanity must change and be open to greater adventures in life. We are seeing where man's present state of mind is and the consequences that occurs. Just look at the politics today. We are totally divided, yet the new human will totally transform and leave all darkness behind. You see, when one totally embraces the quantum field, darkness can't exist. Darkness is the absence of life. Someday in the future, we will look back at the present and we will say, what an incredible roller coaster ride that was. What an incredible journey. This is the greatest story ever told. We are on the verge of blowing ourselves up through nuclear war, yet we took a leap into changing ourselves. The consciousness of man knew deep down inside that we could overcome our petty differences and become united. Not every civilization ends this way. Some have totally destroyed themselves. A new dawning is occurring for mankind. Just you wait and see. You are closer than you think. Close your eyes. Focus on gratitude and love. When you feel a small sparkle of love inside of you, you are connected to the quantum field. Now, with your eyes closed, focus on kindness. When you feel yourself experiencing kindness, you are connected to the quantum field. How about peace? Concentrate on peace. When you feel peace inside of you, you are connected to the quantum field. How about compassion? Concentrate on compassion. When you feel compassion inside of you, you are connected to the quantum field. You see, you are closer than you think. This is not some abstract object. This is the real you. Yet, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The more you pay attention to something, the more aware you become. The more attention you pay to your true nature, the more aware you become of it. This is just a simple fact. We think that love, kindness, and compassion get triggered by external events. These emotions are our true nature. We have just forgotten. And any time we can connect to our true selves. Meditation is the way to discover our true nature. Imagine in the beginning when you closed your eyes, it was like taking a sponge bath. Imagine in time that by practicing meditation, you can jump into the infinite ocean of love, kindness, and compassion. How would that change your outlook on life? All problems that you would have seem so insignificant. Presently, most of us are stressed out. We can hardly wait for the weekend. Yet imagine that meditation leads one from being stressed out to a place where one loves life. One wakes up every morning and is happy to be alive. When one truly begins to, moment by moment, be aware of the quantum, one's life is totally transformed. Truly, it's impossible to explain it, but we'll keep on trying. For me, signposts are all around us and inside of us. We live such a busy life that we are oblivious of it. We have all these incredible emotions that are our true nature, yet we don't realize how incredible they are. It's like we experience these emotions randomly in our life. It's like falling in love with someone. We fall in love and think that the other person is responsible for it. As easily we fall in love, we fall out of love. Thousands of people get divorced. Meditation reveals that the infinite ocean of love exists inside of you. This path reveals your true nature. This path shows you how to be a proactive being. We are not leaves blowing into the wind. We can be in the center of the hurricane. What does this mean practically? It means that we know how to live beyond a beta state of mind. What does that mean? It means you won't be totally stressed out. It means that you can laugh at life. It means your adrenaline is not out of control and can't be turned off. It means that you start to live in harmony and your health will increase. One learns to talk to the body when the body starts talking to you. There's an incredible harmony between the mind, body, and soul. Your mind becomes your friend. In our society, millions of people have addictions, and the mind causes such pain in people's lives. I believe that the world's problems can be totally solved when the world at large embraces the quantum field. All practical solutions exist inside of the field. The more humanity will embrace this field, which by the way is our true nature, the faster the world will be a better place. Isn't it amazing that man has fought for thousands of years? Many people say this is our true nature. If we were created by God, do you think this is our true nature? It doesn't make sense. Yes, this is a journey of going from darkness to light. I completely agree with that. I feel that the scientific and religious world is being merged. For the first time, common man is being shown practical tools to discover the jewels that exist inside. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. The essence is the same. So the next time you get totally stressed out, simply close your eyes, watch your breath, imagine peace of mind, hold on to that. This is your true nature. This is the first step of being conscious and aware of your true nature. In this manner, by experiencing even a little peace, thousands of incredible chemicals are being released in your body. Remember, each and every thought you have, either positive or destructive chemicals are being released into your body. You are your own master chemist. You are in total charge of where you're going in life. We were never taught this in school. It's so obvious, and science has proven that thoughts create chemicals which create emotions. You can't separate the mind from the body. I don't know about you, but I'm completely fascinated by this. I've been meditating for around 48 years, and I'm still a youngster learning about the mysteries of life. I am completely blown away.
Nonviolence in media. Why does the media mostly deliver 99% negative news? On most channels on Friday night, at the very end, they will deliver a positive segment and heartfelt message. Are Americans addicted to violence? Why is the entertainment industry a multi-billion-dollar market making money on violence? Modern-day scientists have discovered the mind doesn't know the difference between watching a movie that is violent and actually experience violence firsthand. The same chemicals gets released into the human body. So while you are eating your popcorn, your body is in drama. This gets stored in your subconscious. No wonder we're a violent society. Our entertainment is violent, and each time you watch a movie, the violence goes within. We are addicted to the adrenaline, yet we aren't even aware of it. At the same time, these movies are blockbusters and make tons of money for the studios. The movie industry is promoting darkness. How aware are we of our true nature? The Jains have known that violence begets violence. Violence will never solve any problems. Violence only embraces darkness, fear, and simple. We are so accustomed to violence that has become a part of our nature. How sad is that? We would rather have kids shot in our schools than taking away all guns. Many people believe in the Second Amendment so much they can't see the forest from the trees. In my opinion, violence is obsolete. The Jains have been saying that for thousands of years. They spend their entire lives weeding out violence and promoting kindness and love for all. For the world to change for the better, our media has to change.
Is the world like a drama queen? Are we addicted to drama? We have wars and politicians can hardly wait to start another war. We have huge sporting events where thousands of people are rooting for their team. At times, fights break out in the stands. Our evening news is all about the latest drama in the news. Have we, as a society, become a drama queen? We love reality TV. We love the drama of it. Boy, did you see that episode? That was crazy. Our mind loves drama. It doesn't know anything different. You want peace, and your mind wants drama. The wise man says, think this over. How do I acquire peace inside? That is the first step.
Nonviolence in politics. Conscious politics is slowly appearing on the scene. What exactly is that? Well, our founding fathers had a vision of a government for the people, by the people. Currently, we have a government which is totally divided, and both parties hate each other. The endless bickering and stalemates go on. Need I say more? Conscious politics is driven by being aware and acting from a state of emotional maturity. What is that? It's living and breathing in a state of patience, tolerance, compassion towards others. It's actively listening to someone without judgment because his ideas are different. Therefore, he is evil. A conscious person can bend like wheat blowing in the wind. He can smile and laugh at diversity. He has nothing to prove. His ego doesn't get fluffed up like a peacock. Granted, this will take time. Pockets of this is happening around the world. New Zealand's PM Jacinda Ardern is a prime example of this. She believes that kindness should be a foundation in politics. She said that kids are raised to be kind, yet in politics they are trained to be mean and demean your opponent. This is my journey to see my view of the world in politics. Of course, this is my view. I'm not saying your view is wrong. We need to see through different viewpoints and learn how to compromise in politics. Ultimately, we all want a better world for our children and grandchildren. The Jains have been at the forefront of this for thousands of years. They are constantly striving to become better human beings and to help this planet evolve. It takes time, yet the ripples are affecting us all. Nonviolence, the economy. Here's an expert from Forbes magazine. Billionaires are getting richer during the COVID-19 pandemic while most Americans suffer. Billionaires are not in the same boat with the rest of us as we try to navigate the treacherous currents of the COVID-19 pandemic. They're smoothly sailing in luxury yachts while most Americans are doing the doggy paddle, treading water, and just trying to stay afloat. According to the Institute for Policy Studies, billionaires' wealth has moved while over 26 million people have filed for unemployment since mid-March. The percentage of taxes paid by billionaires has fallen 79% since 1980. From the start of March to now, the group of billionaires' total wealth has increased by $308 billion. Billionaires boast a combined net worth of $3.229 trillion, and their collective wealth skyrocketed up 1,130% between 1990 and 2020. Just 8 individuals, all men, own as much wealth as the poorest half of the world's population, Oxfam said on Monday in a report calling for action to curtail rewards for those at the top. There is no common sense in the world of economics. The economic world is rigged for the rich, pure, and simple. Billions of people are barely surviving. The rich get richer, and the poor get poorer. Even during the global shutdown, the rich continue to make a huge profit. Millions of people are out of work and can't pay their bills. This world has to change for the better. We need politicians who truly love humanity to be in office. This is the violence of the highest order. Whoever in Congress that voted to give a tax break to the rich should be voted out of office. Nonviolence and personal beliefs. On September 15, 2001, Balbir Singh Sudi was outside the Chevron gas station he owned in Mesa, Arizona, where he was shot and killed. Balbir was Sikh and wore a turban. In one of the first hate crime murders following the September 11th terrorist attacks, a man assuming Balbir was Muslim shot and killed him as retaliation. Here's a situation where the people who killed him didn't know the difference between a Muslim and a Sikh. Senseless killings occur when people get fanatical. I remember a fellow swimmer who got killed by a racist in a Jewish community center. Here's the headline from CNN. He and his grandson were shot by a white activist. This activist drove from St. Louis to Overland Park, Kansas. He drives to the Jewish community center and wants to kill some Jews. It's ironic, but he kills kind and loving Christians instead. I see all sorts of hate and flame flowing on Facebook. What is the thread that's common in all these stories? Lack of tolerance. Tolerance is defined as the following: the ability or willingness to tolerate something, in particular the existence of opinions or behaviors that one does not necessarily agree with. Many people live inside their boxes. My box is better than your box. My religion is better than your religion. My race is better than your race. When we live inside our boxes, we are limited. We can't see the forest from the trees. Many people get fanatical. Many people get stuck only if their viewpoint is correct. They're ready to fight for it. This is shallow thinking. All religions talk about being tolerant towards others, yet many people don't seem to be able to tolerate another's point of view. How does one think outside of the box? Being tolerant is a state of mind. It is a state of being. The Jains have been talking about this for over 2,500 years. Mankind is always in a state of doing. How many people during this global shutdown couldn't sit still and be in a state of being? We weren't trained for this, yet cultures like the Jains are taught at a young age to sit and contemplate. When at a young age one learns about tolerance and then experiences oneness in meditation, the mind, body, and soul is in harmony. One can see the thread of love tying us all together. Lack of tolerance stems from a limited and shallow mind and state of being. Somehow they think that harming someone who has a different point of view can solve a problem. Violence never solves a problem. Tolerance is overcome when one can walk in another person's shoes and sees his side of the story. It takes a mature individual to do this. Millions of people are seeing this and protesting when they see police brutality. Even policemen are participating in these protests. Humanity is at a point where darkness has no place to hide. The sun is rising on the horizon. The seeds of tolerance were planted by the Jains and others over 2,500 years ago. Mankind is ready for the harvest. Yes, it will take time, but millions of people are waking up from their slumber. Nonviolence and diet. I stumbled upon this website while doing my research on the Jains. What better way to discuss their diet from a Jain? The more I'm on this journey of life, the more I see that non-violence is the key to man's survival and the world's survival at large. They've been practicing this for over 2,500 years. I have included the entire article. It is heartfelt and describes the passion for living a life in a non-violent way. In America, we have a lot to learn about this. We're having mass protests during this global shutdown due to the killings of a black man by police officers. When I tell people about my Jain diet, the reaction I almost always get is, well, what in the world do you eat? This is why, my friends, I have this blog. The Jain diet, while initially can be surprisingly limited, is actually not at all. In fact, I believe that dietary restrictions, whether it be due to religion, allergies, or preferences, force you to be creative. Combining ingredients you never thought would work can end up creating a savory solution. To give you a brief summary about the Jain diet in tweetable characters. The Jain vegetarian diet is based on non-violence. We don't eat meat, fish, eggs, root vegetables, or animal ingredients. To start, Jainism is based on the principles of Ahimsa, or non-violence. This principle applies to our mental, physical, and verbal actions towards all living things. Thus, Jains are strict vegetarians. Well, you might ask, why vegetarian? Don't plants have life too? Well, we obviously can't be 100% non-violent as humans. If we had no plants, there would be an unhealthy diet not providing for our substance. It is our goal to limit violence as much as possible. The extent of this limitation of violence in dietary practices includes that Jain avoids consuming root vegetables. This is because root vegetables tend to have many more microorganisms which are killed when the plant is consumed. Also, consuming root vegetables involves killing an entire plant, not just taking one of its fruits or letting it naturally wither, like squash or pumpkin plants would. Root vegetable restrictions include potatoes, onions, garlic, carrots, beets, radish, leeks, mushrooms, etc. Jains do not consume animal ingredients which involve the killing of life. For example, we do not eat honey since many bees are killed in the process of honey farming. Neither do we consume eggs since the eggs have the potential to become alive. Gelatin and other animal byproducts are also strictly prohibited since they are not vegetarian. The modern argument today has turned to dairy industries with more and more people choosing to go vegan for similar principles. Jainism by tradition does not limit dairy products because back in the day, cows were treated in a much more humane manner on family farms and did not harm the animal. With the dairy industry having industrialized milk production more than ever, many Jains have opted to the vegan diet as well. While this seems more restrictive, the amount of dairy alternative products that are on the shelves today, it is hard to deny the decadence of vanilla, almond milk, or a slice of vegan cheesecake. Tweetable characters again. The goal, limit violence towards all living things, including plants, root vegetables have many microorganisms that die when uprooted. Jain dietary practice also includes the practice of Shaviana, or eating before sunset. In fact, this practice of eating an early dinner has been shown scientifically to be better for your digestion, metabolism, and overall health. In addition to health reasons, Jains practice this because once the sun sets, more bugs have awakened and, well, can end up falling into your soup. Overall, the Jain diet aims to minimize violence toward living creatures while still maintaining a healthy, sustainable diet. This blog is here to show you that these dietary restrictions by no means result in poor cuisine or lack of variety. There are so many food products out there that are peacefully produced and infinite combinations of recipes. Still not convinced? Check out the Jain Pantry and produce staples I recommend here. I sincerely hope that with this blog you will carry away a bowl full of inspiration and a source and a soup con of culinary instructions to guide your creative, compassionate cooking. Jain meditation, old school. Meditation is the foundation for the Jains, along with the three jewels. The three jewels are right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct. Meditation in Jainism aims at realizing the self, attain salvation, and take the soul to complete freedom. It aims to reach and to remain in the pure state of soul, which is believed to be pure consciousness beyond any attachment or aversion. Saimaka. Jain meditation is also referred to Saimaka. The word Saimaka means being in the movement of continuous real time. This act of being conscious of the continual renewal of the universe in general and one's own renewal of the individual living being, Jiva in particular, is a critical first step in the journey towards identification with one's true nature, called the Atma. It is also a method by which one can develop an attitude of harmony and respect towards other humans and nature. By being full aware, alert, and conscious of the constantly moving present, one will experience their true nature, Atma. In modern day terms, you are the universe. You just don't know it. The Jains have talked about this for over 2,500 years. Prishka meditation. Prishka meditation is the practice of purifying the emotions and conscious chitta and realizing the old self. It helps in leading a peaceful life and is a system of meditation for attitudinal changes, behavior modifications, and integrated development of personality. The word Prishka means to perceive carefully and profoundly. In Prishka, perception always means experience, bereft of the duality of like and dislike, pleasure and pain. Impartiality and equanimity are synonymous with Prishka. Prishka is an impartial perception, whether there's neither the emotion of attachment nor aversion, neither pleasure nor displeasure. Both these states of emotion are closely and carefully perceived, but not experienced. And because both are perceived from close quarters, it is not difficult to reject both of them and assume a neutral position. This equanimity is essentially associated with Prishka. Walk with the help of others. Do not lose the strength in your legs. Others help only when your legs are strong. Perception of breathing. The third step of Prishka meditation is perception of breathing. Regulate your breathing. Make it slow, deep, and rhythmic. Let the vibrations of each breath reach your navel. Allow your abdominal muscles to expand during inhalation and contract during exhalation. Now, concentrate your mind fully on your navel. Practice deep, slow, and rhythmic breathing by allowing each breath to take the same time. Perceive each inhalation and exhalation through the expansion and contraction of the abdominal muscles, accompanying each inhalation and exhalation, respectively. Continue the slow, deep, and rhythmic breathing. Now shift your attention from the navel and focus it inside the nostrils at the junction of both the nostrils. Perceive each incoming and outgoing breath. Remain fully aware of each and every breath. Continue practice slow, long, and rhythmic breathing Inhale and exhale each breath while remaining full aware of it. Fully occupy your mind in perception of breathing. If you are distracted by any thought, do not try to stop it forcefully, but also perceive it, and then again start perceiving your breath. If the distraction is frequent, you may hold your breath for a few seconds without causing any discomfort. Maintain the continuity of the awareness of breathing. Merely perceive it without like and dislike. Do this practice every day. This should be the foundation of your life. Meditation on the breath has been practiced for literally thousands of years. Behind your breath is the power that is keeping the universe alive. Learn this and try to maintain the awareness of your breath no matter what you are doing, whether you're sleeping, walking, or performing any activity. Try to be conscious of your breath. This is an incredible journey we are on. Perception of alternate breathing. So what does this breathing exercises do? There are 72,000 nadis, or energy channels, in the human body. The following is a passage from Sadhguru. Sadhguru. Within the spine, if you know its physical construction, you would know there are two holes on either side of the spine, which are the conduit pipes for all the nerves to pass. This is the Ida and the Pingala, the left and right channels. In the energy body, there are 72,000 nadis. The 72,000 nadis spring from three basic nadis, the left, the right, and the central, the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. The word nadi does not mean nerve. Nadis are pathways or channels of prana in the system. These 72,000 nadis don't have a physical manifestation. In the sense, if you cut the body and look in, you will not find them. But as you become more aware, you will notice the energy is not moving at random. It is moving in established pathways. There are 72,000 different ways in which the energy or prana moves. The Pingala is the right or masculine energy channel. The Ida is the left or feminine energy channel. Starting from the left nostril, there are 36,000 nadis or energy channels. Starting from the right nostril, there are 36,000 nadis or energy channels. The perception of alternate breathing is a breathing exercises that cleanse the Ida and the Pingala. This exercise will help balance the mind and body. When the breath gets calm, the mind and body will get calm. One begins to enter into a state of calmness and being in harmony with the mind, body, and soul connection. Perception of alternate breathing exercise. My advice is to make this a daily practice. In the beginning, use your right hand to open and close your nostrils. When you get totally comfortable and feel the effects of this, then take off your training wheels. In the practice of breathing through alternate nostrils, you have to inhale through one nostril and exhale through the other. Then inhale through the same and exhale through the other. Try to accomplish the alteration by exercising your willpower. But in the beginning, you may use the finger and thumb of the right hand by placing the right thumb against the right nostril and the ring finger of the right hand against the left nostril and resting the middle and index finger on the forehead. Now remove alternately the thumb and ring finger by opening the path of breath through the right and the left nostrils respectively. Regulate your breathing. Make it slow, deep, and rhythmic. Concentrate your mind inside your nostrils. Practice breathing through alternate nostrils. Inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left one. Now inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right one. This completes one cycle. Repeat the same exercise again and again. Continue the rhythmic breathing. Perceive each inhalation and exhalation by concentrating the mind in alternate nostrils. Let your mind and breath go hand in hand. No thinking, no memory of the past, no imagination of future. Simply perceive. Continuously, the mind and breath should accompany each other. While you are breathing in, let your attention follow the breath inside. While you are breathing out, let your attention follow it inside. Now practice the perception of breathing through alternate nostrils together, with holding the breath intermittently. Concentrate your mind inside the nostrils. Inhale through the right nostrils and hold the breath inside. Exhale through the left nostril and hold the breath outside. Again, inhale through the left nostril and hold the breath inside. And exhale through the right nostril and hold the breath outside. In this way, practice holding a breath 4 times during one complete cycle. Continuously remain aware of these exhalation and inhalation. You may hold the breath only for a few seconds without causing any discomfort. Repeat the same exercise for several rounds. Let the mind and breath go hand in hand. The Coyote Saga. The Coyote Saga method is found to be very useful by many Jains. It means self-awareness by complete relaxation. The practitioner takes a comfortable posture, either lying down or sitting or standing, and breathing calmly. Then auto-suggests each and every part and entity of the body to be relaxed and feel the same. Once the body is completely relaxed, the practitioner practices to realize the separate existence of the soul from the body, and then forgets about the body and practices to identify the self. Then one practice of a complete awareness of the self without any hindrance. Coyote Saga technique. The first step of meditation is relaxation for self-awareness, keeping the body steady, relaxed, and free from tension, with the spine and neck straight without stiffness. Relaxing all the muscles of the body involves letting the body become limp. The steadiness of the body is practiced for at least 5 minutes so that it becomes motionless as a statue. Movements of the limb of the body should not occur. Relaxation has 2 aims: complete relaxation of the body and self-awareness. For achieving complete relaxation of the body, it is mentally divided into several parts, and the mind, chitta, focuses on each part of the body sequentially from foot to head. Allow the mind to spread across the whole body. Here, the technique of autosuggestion is used to relax each part of the body to experience relaxation. With the relaxation of each and every muscle and nerve, relaxation of the whole body is achieved. A state of deep concentration is to be reached, in which the practitioner remains completely alert. When I went to the Monroe Institute, we were taught a similar technique where we could have the body be asleep while the mind was conscious and aware. Pentasta Dhyana. Imagine oneself sitting all alone in the middle of a vast ocean of milk on a lotus flower, meditating on soul. There are no living beings around whatsoever. The lotus is identical to the islet of the jambu tree with Mount Meru as its stalk. Imagine a 16-petal lotus at the level of your navel, and on each petal are painted the Sanskrit letters Aham, and also an inverted lotus of 8 petals at the location of your heart. Suddenly, the lotus of which one is seated flares up at the navel, and flames gradually rise up to the inverted lotus, burning its petals with a rising golden flame, which not only burns your body, but also the inverted lotus at the heart. The flames rise further up to the throat, whirling in the shape of a swastika, and then reach the head, burning it entirely, while taking the form of a three-sided pyramid of golden flame above the head, piercing the skull sharp in straight up. The whole physical body is charred, and everything turns into glowing ashes. Thus, the body is burned off, and the pure soul survives. No pain is felt in this process. Suddenly, a strong wind blows off all the ashes, and one imagines that a heavy rain shower washes all the ashes away, and the pure soul remains seated on the lotus. That pure soul has infinite virtues. It is myself. Why should I get polluted at all? Remain in this purest state. This is called Pindasha Dhyani, in which one ponders the reality of feeling and experiencing. Padasta Dhyana. In Padasta Dhyana, one focuses on some mantras, words, or themes. There is a rich tradition of mantras in Jainism. Om. Chanting Om is one of the most important mantras. It is a universal sound. Arham. Many chant the word Aham, which makes one feel, I am the omniscient soul. The greatness of Arham. Let the sound of Arham vibrate day and night, in the mind, in speech, in action, and in thought. The A of Arham stands for Amrit, the waters of life. R represents the fire element, the aspirant. That awakens the vital force within the nasal sound. With whatever it combines, rises its power. More repetitions of words, however profound, brings no lasting joy. A meaningless ritual, charged with passion and mindfulness, Arham sets right everything. Arat. One may also pronounce the holy names of Arat and concentrate on the universal richness of the soul. An Arhat is one where all passions, anger, ego, deception, greed, attachments, hatred, and ignorance are destroyed. Each soul has this potential. In Jainism, a Tirthankara is a savior and spiritual teacher of the Dhamma. The word Tirthankara signifies the founder of a trita, which is a formidable passage across the sea of interminable births and deaths, the samsara. By concentrating on one of these tankaras, it helps humanity steer towards the proper direction. Rupasta Dhyana. In Rupasta Dhyana, one reflects on the embodiments of Arihants, the self-realized, the omniscience, and other enlightened people, and their attributes such as 3 umbrellas and whiskers, as seen in many icons. Unconcerned about one's own body, an almighty and benevolent to all living beings, destroyer of attachment, anonymity, etc. Thus, the meditator, as a human being, concentrates his or her attention on the virtues of the omniscient to acquire the same virtues for himself. Arihant is a soul who has conquered inner passions such as attachment, anger, pride, and greed. Having destroyed 4 aminical karmas, they realize the pure self. Savayam Bhava, the primordial father of the human race and sovereign of the earth, who first instituted religious ceremonies and devised a code of laws. Rupatya Dhyana. Rupatya Dhyana is a meditation in which one's focus on bodiless objects such as the liberated souls or siddhas, which stand individually and collectively for the infinite qualities that such souls have earned, that omniscience, omnipotent, omnipresent, liberated, and untainted soul is called Niranjana. And this stage can be achieved by right vision, right knowledge, and right contact only. Right vision, right knowledge, and right contact begins the 4th stage of the 14-fold path. the spiritual elevation and salvation of the soul. The ultimate aim of such yoga and meditation is to pave the way for the spiritual elevation and salvation of the soul. Some yogis develop their own methods for meditation. Jain meditation, New School. The modern era saw the rise of a new Sabitambara sect, the Sabitambara Theravada, founded by Arkhaya the Bhikkhu, who was said to be able to practice breath retention, hold his breath for 2 hours. He also practiced Atapana by sitting under the scorching sun for hours while chanting and visualizing yantras. Tulsi, 1913 to 1997, and Akara Maharajana, 1920 to 2010, developed a system termed Prisha Dhyana, which is the combination of ancient wisdom and modern science. It is based on Jain's canons. It includes a practical path where each step works with the previous steps. Despite the innovations, the meditation system is firmly grounded in the classic Jain metaphysical mind-body dualism, in which the self is covered over by subtle and gross bodies. This means there is dust on your inner mirror, which needs to be cleaned before you can discover your true nature. Prisha means to perceive carefully and profoundly. In Prisha, perception always means an impartial experience, bereft of the duality of like and dislike, pleasure and pain, attachment or aversion. Meditation progress proceeds through the different gross and subtle bodies, differentiating between them and the pure consciousness of Jiva. Maharajana interpreted the goal of this to mean to perceive and realize the most subtle aspects of consciousness by your conscious mind. Important disciplines in the system are synchrony of mental and physical actions, or simply present mindfulness, or complete awareness of one's actions, disciplining the reactive attitude, friendliness, diet, silence, spiritual vigilance. The mature Prisha system is taught using the 8-limb hierarchical schema for what is necessary for practicing the next. Scientific mapping of Prishka dhyana. Total relaxation, muscular skeletal system. Internal trip, central nervous system. Perception of breathing, respiratory system. Perception of body, muscular, central nervous, and endocrine systems. Perception of psychic centers, endocrine system. Perception of psychic colors, neuroendocrine system. Contemplation. Contemplation, subconscious and conscious mind. Prishka dhyana is purported to help with relaxation of skeleton muscles and leads to a drastic reduction in metabolic activity. Relaxation. Relaxation technique. The first step of meditation is relaxation with self-awareness, keeping the body steady, relaxed, and free from tension, with the spine and neck straight without stiffness. Relaxing all the muscles of the body involves letting the body become limp. Steadiness of the body is practiced for at least 5 minutes so it becomes motionless as a statue. Movement of the limbs of the body should not occur. Relaxation has 2 aims: complete relaxation of the body and self-awareness. For achieving complete relaxation of the body, it is mentally divided into several parts, and the mind, chitta, focus on each part of the body sequentially from foot to head. Allow the mind to spread across the whole body. Here, the technique of autosuggestion is used to relax each part of the body to experience relaxation. With the relaxation of each and every muscle and nerve, relaxation of the whole body is achieved. A state of deep concentration is to be reached in which the practitioner remains completely alert. When I went to the Monroe Institute, we were taught a similar technique where we could have the body be asleep while the mind was conscious and aware. Internal journey. This is based on the practice of directing the flow of vital energy in an upward direction, interpreted as being connected with the nervous system. The internal journey synchronizes the Om sound with the breath. Each inhalation and exhalation is charged with Om. In this state, Om is connected to the subconscious mind. In this step, one focuses between the navel and the backbone, which is said to be the center of one's inner power. The center of animal instinct is under the navel. When one meditates on every limb of the lower part of the body, violent passions become pacified. Through this process, the center of health, the center of vital energy, and the center of power are activated. The lower glands become calm, and a huge amount of energy is saved. The second limb is an internal journey, which is based on the practice of directing the flow of vital energy in an upward direction. He connects the internal journey with the human nervous system. The right side is equated to the sympathetic nervous system, and the left side with the parasympathetic nervous system and the central nervous system. This is said to be needed to activate deeper levels of consciousness during meditation associated with the many psychic centers that are connected to the spinal cord, which is the pathway of this inner journey. This path is the main center of vital force, which is located in the spinal cord.